So before the video begins, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of the video, Fan to Fan Network. Now what the Fan to Fan Network is, it's a network for you guys, for the fans, giving you unbiased and real analysis and perspective. If you guys are tired of the mainstream media, if you're tired of the same old watered down biased takes, and you want a different perspective, unbiased, uncut, and real, make sure that you guys go ahead and check out the Fan to Fan Network. They're going to be streaming live streams almost every day on Twitch. The link will be down in the description, in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out the Fan to Fan.
Growing up as a kid, all a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from.
I want to talk about why Austin Ekeler will break out for the Los Angeles Chargers this upcoming NFL season. Now, I think a lot of people are really sleeping on Austin Ekeler this season. Last year, in 2019, he had 457 rushing yards while averaging 4.2 yards per attempt, had 3 touchdowns, and that was only on 132 carries. Now, in the passing game, he was an absolute beast for the Chargers. He had 108 targets and caught 92 of those targets and had 993 receiving yards with 8 receiving touchdowns. So, when you look at Austin Ekeler, the season he had last year was really good. And he was playing time with Melvin Gordon. Now, imagine what Austin Ekeler would have did last season if Melvin Gordon just would have never played. He just would have sat out the whole entire season. Austin Ekeler probably would have had well over 1,000 receiving yards. He probably came near to having 1,000 rushing yards as well. And he most likely would have been a Pro Bowler. So, now with Melvin Gordon out the way and Austin Ekeler being the full RB1 in LA for the Chargers, this guy, in my opinion, probably could have a Christian McCaffrey-like season. Now, Christian McCaffrey was a monster for the Panthers last year. He had like 2,000 total scrimmage yards or something like that. So when you look at what Christian McCaffrey was able to do, not only when it came to just run the football, but how big of a target he was in the passing game for the Carolina Panthers. You look at Austin Ekeler, he's in a similar situation. And Austin Ekeler, this is a guy who not only is really good catching the ball out of the backfield, but he can line up out wide as well. So Austin Ekeler could be not only your best halfback on your roster, but he can also be probably your second or third best wide receiver while he's on the field. And that's something that a lot of halfbacks in this day and age of the NFL don't really have. A lot of halfbacks, yeah, they're really good catching the football out of the backfield, but not a lot of halfbacks can line up and also say that they're really good as a receiver, good enough to be your number 2 or number 3 wide receiver. It's only like a select few halfbacks who are able to do that, Le'Veon Bell and Christian McCaffrey. Now, Austin Ekeler, I'm not saying that he's up there with those guys just yet, but I think that he will be able to be. Because when you look at Tyrod Taylor is a guy who doesn't really like to throw the football downfield. He's more of like an Alex Smith, Teddy Bridgewater kind of quarterback. He's a guy who likes to check the easy check downs, and he likes to dump it off to whoever's near. He doesn't really like to take a lot of shots downfield. And when you look at Austin Ekeler, I think Tyrod Taylor being the starting quarterback will benefit Austin Ekeler a little bit more compared to Justin Herbert, because Justin Herbert, he's going to be a rookie. He's going to try to get all the big plays and things like that, versus Tyrod Taylor being the experienced veteran. He's going to take what the defense gives. And so that's going to vote well for Austin Ekeler, because if Austin Ekeler gets open on like a 5-yard route out the backfield, or rather he's running out wide or something like that, then Tyrod Taylor most of the time is going to end up throwing it to Austin Ekeler or either Keenan Allen. So when you look at Austin Ekeler, without a doubt, I think he is going to be the focal point of this LA Chargers offense. Because, in all honesty, if Austin Ekeler would have stayed the RB1 for the LA Chargers fully last season without Melvin Gordon's interruption, like I said, he would have been a Pro Bowler, and I think he probably would have put up Christian McCaffrey kind of numbers. Now, this season, I think he will be able to do that. Now, you got to worry about Justin Jackson, and you do have to worry about the guy who they picked up from UCLA, Joshua Kelly. But overall, I don't really think neither one of those guys are going to be able to dig into Austin Ekeler's carries and his attempts too much, because those guys are more of guys who come in for reliefs or more like goal line packages and things like that. So Austin Ekeler, I think he could break out this season because he should be the focal point of this LA Chargers offense. The offense probably should be going through him. Then you also got Hunter Henry and you got Keenan Allen as well, but I think Austin Ekeler really should be the focal point of that LA Chargers offense, because when you look at what he's able to do from not only just a half-ass perspective, but also his ability to line up out wide and catch targets that's like your number 2, number 3 wide receiver, like I said earlier. Not a lot of people in the NFL can do that. So I think that Austin Ekeler is going to have a breakout season for the LA Chargers this year. I think without a doubt, if he stays fully healthy, he should be a Pro Bowler this year. And he could have like a season where he has like 1,500, 1,800 scrimmage yards or something like that. Now, I think 2,000 may be a little bit too high of expectations, but I think he should be somewhere around that range. I think he'll probably end up having like 700, 800 rushing yards, and he'll probably end up having well over 1,000 receiving yards. Because you got to think, if this guy had this guy was 6 yards shy of 1,000 receiving yards last year as a halfback, and that was with him splitting time with Melvin Gordon. Now imagine what he's going to be able to do as the full RB1. So I think Austin Ekeler is going to break out for the LA Chargers this season. I think he's going to be a focal point of that offense. Let me know what you guys think about Austin Ekeler down in the comment section down below. Make sure that you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content, and thanks for watching.